Yeah, there were going to be 3 tests on this ride. One was to test creating a route in the Ordnance Survey Map app, which gives you fantastic mapping to look for small lanes or interesting scenic routes, which I might be able to use for filming. The second test is the test of me rerouting the microphone, trying to get somewhere close to that absolutely unbelievably good sound quality that normally gets on Itchy Boots. And the third test is related to this weird mount that's now here. Into Hertfordshire. Yes, the third test. The third test is related to this weird mount here, which is a prototype of how I may mount an additional Android tablet because I'm thinking about starting to take part in some tarmac only roadbook rallies, and a long time ago I had a dabble at kind of classic kind of rally raid style rallies off-road and on-road, which I absolutely love. I was absolutely rubbish at, but I did love it. I made some wonderful friends doing that, and I've discovered that there is an organisation in the UK that does these in the UK, but they also do tarmac only rallies, which at in my advancing years sounds eminently more sensible for me than trying to take a bike off-road again. And obviously the ST here, as lovely as she is, it's completely unsuitable. If it was a Funduro, or even, that's quite a big, relatively heavy lump with not an awful lot of power, not really designed for that stuff. So roadbook rallies on road sounds quite interesting. And the way that these work is that back in the day, roadbooks were only available on big rolls of paper. You had a huge roadbook holder up here, which you could either wind on manually, or sometimes you can wind on with a handlebar mounted set of controls. So those paper roadbooks still exist. However, on some events you can also use a digital roadbook, and the roadbook is the same, uses the same FIM or FIA tulip symbols that you would find on all kind of rally raid type rallies, right the way up to and including the Dakar. But now it's on an 8-inch Android tablet and you can either swipe up or swipe down, or some people are fitting a Bluetooth remote control to simulate that scrolling, so you don't have to take your hands off the bars. And that kind of appeals to me for a number of reasons. One, it's a great reason for me to get out and about on the bike and explore some unusual stuff. Two, there's one diverted traffic sign. How lucky am I to live in an area where this is just sort of 20 minutes away from my house. These kind of beautiful, classically English villages. I'll get out of the village and then I'll do a map recce. To see how I can get back on the route that I actually designed. Because I'm a long way off it now. So OsmAnd is a bit slow on the uptake there. It gave me some delayed information, which made things a little bit confusing for me, which is interesting to know. Beautiful day for a ride, but nice to have some good reasons to be out riding, to be testing some kit. Yes, I think I was talking about digital roadbooks. Yeah, so I need an Android tablet, and the organisers specifically recommend a fairly old Android tablet for the Samsung Galaxy Active Tab 2. So I found a second-hand one on Vinted for 45 quid. And that will be arriving soon, and that will get installed on here first of all. And that will have the roadbook software installed on it. Got some wonderful views here. Hopefully you're enjoying them. It's very tempting to go hammering down these lanes, but the problem is you can have other people hammering down these lanes as well. And generally speaking, the person on the bike is always going to come off worst. I've just taken it nice and steady. Such a beautiful day as well, isn't it? Look at this. It's 30 degrees, the outside air temperature at the moment. My voltmeter from Temu, for some reason. Okay, here we are. So now we're back on the route. Yes, we're on the route. And yeah, my voltmeter from Temu, which I got really because I needed a couple of USB sockets, for some incongruous reason also has an outside air temperature gauge. So, hey ho, it's quite interesting. Actually, the voltmeter side of it is incredibly valuable now. I had to do some work on, or I did some work on my electrical system, which you may have seen in one of my recent videos where I talked about the voltage regulator. So, an option up here, vehicle on the right, on the left. More options on the left here, side roads. It's such a quiet road. People will be forgiven for forgetting that somebody could be coming down here. So you can't relax on roads like this, not really. So if you look at the Carpuride display, which is running Apple CarPlay, so it's showing me what's happening in my phone. The fact that the road has got this dark orange line on it, that indicates this is the route that I imported as a GPX file. And that route was designed on the Ordnance Survey Maps app. So there may be some parts of it which actually I'm not allowed to go on, because sadly the route planning part of the Ordnance Survey Map app doesn't have an option for saying this is a route for vehicles. It's got routes for walking, I think running, hiking, on-road cycling, off-road cycling, horse riding, and then there's an other option. So it'd be really good, Ordnance Survey, if you ever listen to this, if you could maybe include a route option for road vehicles. What a place to be riding. Look at it, isn't it beautiful? Well, how did the test go? Well, if you remember, there were 3 of them. The first test was to see whether I could design a route using the Ordnance Survey Map app, export that as a GPX file, import it into OsmAnd, and then display that OsmAnd route on my Carpuride 702. And I think that was 95% successful. The only downside was that there were a couple of occasions where OsmAnd kind of locked up or lost GPS lock, which isn't a really big deal unless you're approaching quite a complex junction, in which case you could take the wrong turning while OsmAnd is waiting to kind of get GPS signal again and reset where you are. But it's a niggle rather than a huge showstopper, so that works. The second test was to see what my audio was like after I rerouted my microphone inside my helmet, and I think that was a big success. It seems to me, when I've been editing this video, that the sound quality is a lot better, and I hope you feel the same way. Please let me know in the comments if you think things are starting to improve. That really was that's really useful feedback for me. And the third test was a test of the mount that I put on ready for this 8-inch Android tablet, which I'm using or will be using to display a digital roadbook when I start doing the roadbook rallies, tarmac roadbook rallies. And I think that worked really fine. It didn't move around, it didn't get loose, and apart from a very minor adjustment to the angle of things once the tablet arrived, I didn't really have to do much of anything. So overall, I think it was a pretty successful test, and hopefully you also saw that it was just a lovely ride. The weather was glorious, and I was going through some beautiful parts of the English countryside. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. So that's it. I've got more videos coming up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I have had some feedback from people to say that they're subscribed, but they didn't get notified when new videos are uploaded. So make sure that you have switched on notifications for this channel, and that way you won't miss anything. As soon as a video is uploaded, you'll find out, and you can come and see it. So until next time, don't forget, ride safely, keep riding, drink tea, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.